everyone, it's Sketchy, aka OBiGem. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell to be notified of all future videos. And if you like what you see, please do hit the like button so I know to keep making content like this. So we are back with another creative sim. This one is part of a special collaboration I am doing alongside a bunch of other amazing simmers. This was put together by a Plumby. If you guys are not aware of Plumby, she's an incredible simmer I've been following for quite some time, and she put this together. Her link along with the rest of my collaborators links will be in the description down below. But for this collaboration, we are doing spring inspired sims. This is a spring Equinox collaboration. So everyone's decided to pick a spring inspired themes to make a sim based off of, and for mine I decided to base mine around poison ivy. So I know what you're thinking, it's a little bit outside the box, but my idea with this inspiration is when I think of spring, I think of things coming back to life and the greenery really coming out. And so I really wanted to play with that, and it really kind of made me think of poison ivy and how that character, especially as she's depicted in like DC Comics, is all about, you know, herbs and plants and really protecting and making sure that those things thrive. And like that, it seems to pair very nicely to me when it comes to spring and things reawakening. So I thought of a really eccentric sim. I named this one Fern Merriweather, and in my mind she is a pretty eccentric plant enthusiast who lives, you know, by herself in like a cottage in the woods overgrown by like thicket and whatnot, and she's just really devoted to herbalism and, you know, gardening and just growing all these exotic plants. They're like her babies and her friends, and so she kind of has a look to her that she is really devoted to her plants and really not much else. And so I really wanted to bring that out in this creative sim for how she looks. I decided to play with different things I don't normally use. For instance, she's pretty tatted up. I wanted her to look really earthy, and I'm like, you know, some of these tattoos really kind of have like plant and like earthy themes to them. So I gave her like a sleeve that had plants on them, and then on her bottom half I added some tattoos that are really colorful, flowers and whatnot, and it all seemed to kind of feed into that poison ivy theme. I also actually ended up using some makeup I normally don't use a whole lot. Typically I use mostly CC makeup. I don't use a whole lot of the in-game stuff, and when it comes to face paint, I really don't use much of them at all, unless it's the face paint that is like the two like white smudges for beach. I use that a whole lot, but I don't really use any of the in-game face paint. But for this I did. I ended up using, I think it came with Island Living. It's like a face paint that kind of looks like green splotches across her face. I kind of turned the opacity down on it just so it could look like, you know, maybe she is making some sort of plant potions in her cottage and she does it so much and kind of, you know, the residue ends up on her face. I kind of wanted it to look kind of like that. And then I also found like this really cute romper that had these flowers that really match the flower CC that I have in her hair. It just has this look to her, like she, you know, spends a whole lot of time in her garden, and like it all just ends up on her body. So that is really it. I'm kind of wrapping it up here, as you can see, as I'm kind of figuring out her eyelash details so they don't clash. And I'm hoping it really does come across the aesthetic, that she looks pretty earthy. I gave her like these lace up sandals that kind of really feeds into that, and also with her accessories with the bracelets. Again, things I don't normally use, such as the leaf bracelet from Island Living and the bangles. I think it all just kind of goes together, but I hope you guys all think the same. Getting into this creative sim was pretty fun for me, so I hope you enjoyed it too. I'll have the CC links in the description. She is on the gallery. Only her everyday outfit is put together for this creative sim. The rest of her outfits are blank. Decided to make things easier on me as far as doing creative sims from now on. But thank you guys so much for watching this collab. Please do go over and watch the collaboration videos from the rest of my collaborators. They all put together amazing, beautiful Sims. As always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and of course, stay dazzled. I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Running through my head, the things I wanna say, reflecting on your eyes, what's inside your mind, You say it's hard to see cold, you're moving fast, I move slow, we're both losing control. You say it's wrong, I say right.